Hello, hello. What's happening? Okay, I'm going to be quick, I'm going to be sharp, I'm going to be short, but I'm going to talk really about what's going on with you, if you're an entrepreneur or you're a business owner, or if you are trying to be able to, boost your career or get some form of traction with your promotions, or, just simply looking at where you're working and trying to build that up. Hey Reese, hey Emilio, what's happening, man? Here's the thing. Many of you are either, you would have started something, right? You would have gone crazy on getting in there and working on something crazy with regards to your business or your project. I mean, yeah, we're talking about hitting the end of February now. So you're almost 2 months in, and you've got literally about 10 months to go before the year ends again. And you're trying to do something really crazy to build that. Carol, how you doing, sweetheart? Melissa, what's happening? So here's what I want you to understand. If you've started something and you've got this vision that you came up with at the beginning of the year or just before you wrapped up last year and you said you're going to move forward, sorry, I got my glasses on because it is a little glazy, even though the weather here is crappy in Sydney. The fact that you have started a project, you're moving into it, and then all of a sudden you're hitting this brick road which is hurting you, and you're going, damn, I don't know how to go about these things. Peter, how you doing? I want you to understand and diagnose and get a little self-aware. There's a good chance you're stuck in something called the defeat cycle. And why I'm saying that is this defeat cycle is where you start seeing indicators of procrastination, right? What's going on, Benson? What's going on, brother? I'm pretty good. I just wanted to talk because I felt inspired about talking about something that's serious with a lot of you in terms of getting stuck with what you're doing. If you're finding this stuckness, if there's a word like that, to do with whatever you're after, with your vision, be it in your relationships, be it in your work environment, whether it's your business, whether it's your finances, whether it's your health, if you've got this vision that you created and you're running with it, and then all of a sudden now you're realizing, damn, I'm stuck, I don't know how to create momentum or break through and build momentum. If you're plateauing, Royce, what's up? I want you to understand that there is a high possibility that you're stuck in a defeat cycle. The defeat cycle is where you start procrastinating. What that means is you started this project with a massive bang. You're going crazy, you're on this upward trajectory, and you're making progress. All of a sudden, you realize you're getting stuck around the, how do I do this, how do I do that? And you're wondering, how do I move forward? And you're becoming this how person. Nothing wrong with being a how person except one thing. You're trying to get everything done yourself, when the reality is you need to be checking in to see whether you can find who can do that for you so you can get out of the way and make progress. Understood? Now, if you're not looking for the who's who to be able to resolve stuff, then you're not going to move forward because you're just going to try and figure it all out yourself. And the first thing I would ask myself is this: do I have a paid coach? By the way, this is not a campaign for me to go ahead and advertise or promote my coaching services, but I'm just going to say straight up to you, as a coach, as a performance guy, as a person who loves to be able to accept challenges, as a person who loves to stretch, for all of you on here right now, you're listening and watching, that means you clearly have to look at wanting to grow. Now, if you have a coach who's going to help you grow, that's great. If you don't have a coach, if you don't have a paid coach, you better start looking for one right away. A one-on-one coach, someone who can kick your butt, excuse my language, but kick your butt, hold you accountable, bring you back on track, show you that they cannot judge you because the judgment seat is taken. The judgment seat is already taken. Do you understand that? So stop judging yourself. Start making sure, I don't want to be run over. Stop judging yourself. Start wondering how you can get the who to do whatever you're stuck with, and stop trying to figure it all out yourself, because if you do that, you're not going to be making progress. Instead, you're going to start procrastinating. If you start procrastinating, that means you're going to start making delays and creating excuses. And if you start creating excuses, hey, how are you? I'm just going to get a coffee. Could I get a skinny flat white extra hot, please?
Flat white extra hot?
Yep, in a takeaway, the regular, please. Thank you. I'm just getting me a coffee because I'm really, really thirsty. I'm live. Say hi to my friends. Hi. There you go. That's Jessica. Jessica does a great job in helping us with coffees and brekkies over here where I live.
What's that, extra hot, right?
Extra hot. Thank you. So you need to somehow look at how you can become a who person, not a how person. What does that mean? I like the way Russell Brunson once spoke about this. If you're going to try and get leverage, thanks, darling. No sugar, thanks. If you're going to try and make a change in your life and you're going to do something different to what you're currently doing, then you need to start looking at ways of finding who can help you in those different areas. And if you understand that, dude, you're on the right path, because then you'll stop making the excuses and you'll stop eventually blaming your circumstances, or you'll stop blaming your situation with regards to people around you. You'll stop blaming your own self and sabotaging yourself. What's up, Maria? What's happening, Utah? You will now start becoming a person who will say, right, I can find someone who can help me. Who is the key word. If you don't get anything out of this conversation tonight or today or wherever you are in this world, I want for you, hey Ashley, how you going? I want for you to understand that you want to become a who person, not a how person. The how is only to the point you go, how do I find someone who can help me in this area? How do I find someone who can help me in that area? That's the only how you want to do. Otherwise, you want to be focused on being a who person. Marie, thanks a lot. This is important. I really know I had this inspiration today to get up and say, well, stop being defeated. Stop working on the defeat cycle and stop getting stuck in it, because it's a vicious cycle. You know, you're starting something with the excitement. You got into the zone this year or at the end of last year, and you had this vision and you're moving with it. Now all of a sudden, you're learning that you're getting stuck because you're plateauing. You're 2 months in and you got only 10 months to go, and you still want to get a lot done. You know, whether it's a relationship that you're after, whether it's a career that you're trying to build, whether it's the next level in your business, whether it's creating a landing freaking page, or it's whether you're trying to build a funnel, or whether you're trying to create a new program or a product or a service, whatever it is that you're trying to do, I want for you, I love the hearts, keep that energy going, show me that you're really getting a lot out of this one. I love it, Marie, keep it going. Guys, keep hitting the heart button, because this is important. If you're stuck, you will not make progress. You need to start looking for who can help you in what area, okay? What does that mean? That clearly means this, guys. If you don't have a paid coach, go and get a paid coach. A paid coach will help you, for example, to track you down and help you in a completely non-judgment space and be able to drive you to the momentum that you deserve and that you really want. Thank you for the coffee. You want to be able to get that, because you too, Doug. Because what will happen is when you start driving momentum back again, guess what? You're out of the cycle. In fact, now you're going to be focused back on your vision. Now you're going to be focusing in the future. Now you won't think about the past. And instead, guess what's going to happen? You will ultimately start rolling in your own victory and success. And oh, by the way, if you haven't started celebrating your victories, the small ones, you best start doing that right now. Sorry, I got my glasses back on because it is a little glazy. Okay, Utah, thank you, darling. Yeah, you need to make sure that you get someone who can help you celebrate and start creating awards and rewards for yourself, because the small wins are what's gonna get you straight out of where you need to be. I don't want to get run over. The car's coming that way, and the car's coming from there as well. So I just got to watch out and not run myself over. So going back to the defeat cycle, if you're caught in the defeat cycle, the way you know that is this: if you're stuck, that means you're focusing and trying to figure it all out yourself. I don't want you to start figuring it all out yourself. You don't need to. Stop wasting your time. Your time is of essence. You know, you need to start looking at how much energy you're putting into this stuff. Start looking at quality of your time, not quantity of your time. You know, don't measure the amount of minutes or hours you're putting into something. Instead, start looking at and measuring your energy levels that you're trying to put in there, because that's what's going to help you to get out of the defeat cycle. It's also going to help you to energize yourself to then find the person who can deal with the issue. So, you know what? Start creating some form of, you know, Rolodex or some form of lists where you can start going, right, these are the tasks that I love to do. These are the tasks that I don't love to do. Well, the ones that I don't like doing, then I'm going to get someone to do it for me. Who do I go and find to do it? Don't go into the state of, oh, these are the things I don't know how to do, but I'm going to figure out how to do it. I don't need you to do that. If you're worried about money and how you're going to pay for it, stop worrying about that rubbish, because that rubbish is just pure rubbish. It's not going to serve you. It's really an excuse. If you continue making those excuses, then you're going to suffer. That means you're just going to end up blaming the fact that you don't have money. You're going to blame your financial situation. Melissa, what is Melissa saying? I've had coaches that kicked my ass angrily. Yep. Scary. Make sure you get a coach that's so saying, and make sure they aren't an angry person. Yeah, please do not get coaches who have anger issues, because That's not the kind of coach you want, right? The idea of a coach kicking your butt does not mean they really get angry and kick your butt. The idea of a coach is someone who can, shine that light where you can't see, showing you what you don't know. And you can really, you just says you can be motivated, but if you don't have the energy to do stuff, it's pointless. You're spot on, girl. You're spot on. Addie, how you doing, mate? Lisa Marie, my sweetheart, how are you, darling? Good to see you on. Dwayne, hey, buddy, what's up? So, look at this. If you get a coach, and a coach holds you accountable and helps pick you up from a completely non-judgmental space, because like I said earlier, the judgment seat is already taken. If they can do that for you, man, that means they're making a stand for you. You know what that means? That means you get a chance to make a stand for yourself. You get courage to make a stand for yourself, right? What's up, Franco? Right? Lisa gives me the muscle. Yeah, girl. You need to look at how you can make a stand for yourself, and you need to look at your financial situation or any other health situation or your business or your career or your mindset situation, and look at how you can work around it. If you can focus on that, sometimes it takes time to come back on the board, but it's okay. The idea is not to worry about the time that it takes, but the idea is to know that you are being the who person, because you're leveraging and you're trying to get the jobs done so that you can use your energy and build quality time, not quantity time. Okay? So the one way that you can get back into your enthusiastic state of what your vision is for the future, for the year of 2019, I want for you to know one fact. The fact is, damn, this coffee's good. I want for you to know that if you're stuck in the defeat cycle, you're going to go through 4 phases. It starts with excitement. Carol says constructive criticism or coaching gets you to elevate and be great. Spot on, Carol. Absolutely right. It definitely does. So going back to what I was saying, 4 stages of knowing that you're stuck in a defeat cycle. First, you start with enthusiasm and energy. You've got it all, you're going for it, you're excited, you're in it. And then you start plateauing to the point that you start avoiding stuff. You get into the avoidance phase, which is the second phase. And that starts happening the moment you play the how game. How do I figure this out? How do I figure that out? How do I learn this? How do I get that out? Instead, you need to be doing the who. Who can do this for me? Who can do that for me? Who do I get involved to get this done for me and then get that done? Right? That's the key. If you can learn that, sorry about the wind, guys. I don't know if you can hear me, but hopefully you can. If you can, give me a thumbs up, give me some likes, show some energy, put some love hearts there so that we know that this is still going and you're engaged. You need to then get out of that second phase of avoidance. But you know what? You'll keep going down that cycle, vicious cycle, if you continue with that, because then what happens is you start making excuses. And excuses are nothing else but reasons by justification. Excuses are nothing else but reasons by justification. That's what my coach said to me once. And you're going to end up doing the same shit. You're going to make excuses, and eventually, guess what? You're going to start avoiding making excuses, and you're going to end up blaming everyone and everything. You understand me? You're going to blame yourself. You're going to start sabotaging yourself. What's up, Jihad? You're going to start blaming yourself. You're going to blame your colleagues, your friends, your partners, your parents, your parents who don't live, your friends who are not alive, your people who are not alive. You start making shit up in your head with stories. I'm not joking. I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating. This is what I've seen people do. I've had clients of mine do that. They have blamed people that are not even on this earth yet for being where they are and where they're feeling stuck. Dwayne, how you going, brother? Thanks, man. So stop that bullshit. Excuse my language. Stop that. Now's your time. Before you get to the blame stage, you need to recognize that you're making excuses. Any form of excuse you're making, which is a reason by justification. Anything you're trying to justify for where you are and why you're stuck to your vision, mate, you're not making progress. So, you know what you need to do? You need to go to become a who person. Go towards that end. Become a who person. Start finding out who can do stuff. Simple technique. Write down everything on a piece of paper on the left-hand side of the page. Write stuff that you need to get done. Then you look at all the stuff that you love to do and keep to that. All the stuff you don't love to do, put it on the other side of the page. And then you go, damn, who do I know who can start doing this for me? And if it comes down to affordability, don't worry about that. Go and do something to make that happen. This is your vision. This is your why. You want to do it. Nikki, what's happening, girl? This is your why. This is your vision. This is your purpose. You want it badly because it's costing you not accomplishing all this shit. It's working against you as opposed to working for you the longer you're sitting in your excusitis disease or syndrome. So get out of your excusitis disease or syndrome and start getting out of the defeat cycle. So once again, I'm going to tell you this. If you don't know that you're in a defeat cycle. Think about it again, because the way you're going to find out is that you'll simply work towards excuses and how to figure it all out yourself. You don't need to. Go and get people who can help you get to your destination quicker than you can. Go and get a paid coach who can help you to find out where to tap, not just tap, but know where to tap, so that you can tap efficiently, not just effectively. But when you tap efficiently into your inner greatness, that's the tapping I'm talking about. When you start tapping efficiently into your inner greatness, Deep Sea, how you doing, darling? What's happening, Ashvin? You can now start learning how to create whatever you want to create effortlessly and easily. Effortlessly and easily. You can do that as long as you know where to tap, not just about tapping into your inner greatness. So a paid coach helps you. If you don't have the money for a paid coach, well, then go and find a way to make the money for your paid coach, because isn't that important for you to get to where you want to go anyway? I mean, why would you want to see stuck in the defeat cycle when you know now that you could be in the defeat cycle? So all of us somehow at some point in our lives, we end up in the defeat cycle at some point in our life somewhere. And that's constant, because that's part of life, ups and downs, right? What you need to do, Dipsy's going, man, you look sexy. Oh yeah, baby. Thank you very much. Melissa's going, I finally broke down and hired a house cleaner. Yeah, I'm telling you, you have to. You know, you need to get these people in your life. I'm about to move into my own apartment soon, right? And so I've decided as well that this time, for a change, I'm gonna hire someone who can cook my meals so I can enjoy my meals. You know what that means? That means I'm gonna have to stretch myself, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and afford that. That's an extra expense. But you know what it does? It allows me to get back my time with quality. That means I can use my energy towards what I'm meant to do in this lifetime. Abby, what's happening, my brother? You all on this live right now, and those of you who are watching the replay, you have to understand this. You know for a fact that you've been brought in on this planet for something greater to achieve, to serve more people. And if that's the case, then you want to be able to have the energy to do that. And you want to be doing more of that, as opposed to doing the stuff that you don't like doing. So stop being the how person and start becoming the who person. Stop looking at trying to figure everything out yourself, and start finding people who've already figured it out. And get yourself a paid coach, for heaven's sake. Go and get a paid coach. Someone who can kick your butt in a nice, caring, loving, gentle way. What's up, Joe? What's up, John? What's up, Madhvi? Get someone who can love you unconditionally, non-judgmental as a coach, who can care for you, who can show you the right way, and actually give you strategies that have worked. You don't need to try and figure it all out yourself. Life is too short. Here's what I thought about it. I'm going to leave you with this. What if you had 30 seconds to live from this moment on? What if you only had 30 seconds to live? That's it. No more, no less. And if you had to make your choices in those 30 seconds, what would you be doing? Forget about what would you be doing. Instead, start thinking about who would you be as a person, as a mother, as a sister, as a brother, as a father, as an uncle, as a niece, as a nephew, as an auntie, as a grandchild, as a granddaughter, as a grandmother, as a grandfather. Whatever you want to look at as a role, as a colleague, as a business owner, as a game changer, as a change maker, as a teacher, as a tutor, whoever it is that you need to be, ask yourself this question. If you have 30 seconds to go, close your eyes, get out of your body, go up in space, look at yourself below, and then think about what would happen after you passed away from 30 seconds. If you think that's going to cost you, and if it's going to bring tears in your eyes, and if it's going to make you feel like, I wish I had a little longer, then you better start thinking about being a who person right now, not a how person. Okay? I'm going to leave you with that. If you're not clear about who you want to be, PM me, get in touch. I'm more than happy to help you get clear with that. It's not too hard to figure that out. We're in 2019. Things have become easier to figure out. You can find out your purpose. You can find out who you are. You can get clarity in terms of where you want to go in a way that'll be completely easy, at the same time very effortless. Okay, all you need to do is raise your hand, be humble, ask for help, ask for guidance, and that way you can move forward. So go ahead, make sure you're the who person. Go ahead, get out of the defeat cycle and get what you want, man. Make 2019 count. We're 10 months away from 2019 coming to an end. You don't want to be that person who's still in the defeat cycle. You don't want to be defeated. What's up, Anastasia? What's up, Mo? You've written down again. What I've heard is that if you're doing things that you don't love, that brings you down, that snaps your energy, and that's one reason you procrastinate. You're spot on. Of course you do, because then when you start procrastinating, you're absolutely getting into the zone of avoiding what you like to do or what you're doing. What's up, Jerry? I know you're watching, my brother. How's happening, man? You want to get out of that avoidance zone, because otherwise, before you know it, you're going to start making excuses, and then you're going to start blaming everyone. So get out of it. Stop the defeat cycle. Work on yourself. Start looking at becoming a who person, not a how person. Stop trying to figure everything out yourself. There's enough resources on this planet. Go ahead and make sure you find someone who can help you get there faster than you can. Not just a paid coach, but find other things as well that you need to get done, and get the shit moving. Stop procrastinating. Get out of the defeat cycle. I love you guys. I'm leaving you with this energy. Feel free to share it and tag anyone else who needs to hear this message, because we're 10 months away from 2019 coming to an end. Let's make sure we get out of the defeat cycle and we're in the victory cycle. You need that right now. You know who you are. You know I'm talking to you. Take care. Rock it out. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy it and get out of the defeat cycle. Love you. Ciao, ciao.